Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Linda, and you're going to see my name as Robert up on the screen. I am very, very excited to be here today. This is a Global Coin Reserve State of the Union webinar. I am a member just like you. I have sat many, many hours with the owners in the last couple of days, and they're about to make some major announcements. Very, very exciting. Before we do anything, I want to introduce everybody that's on the panelist side. So what we're going to do is get started. Today, you're going to meet the owners of Global Coin Reserve. I don't think Robert is here. Once again, he is on travel in the U.S., but you are going to get to spend incredible, valuable time with somebody who I've spent a lot of time with in the last 2 weeks, who is wonderful. Got a resume that I only wish I had one paragraph of, and that's Mr. Bob Wood. Bob, can you just make sure we know that you can hear us?
I can hear you just fine, Linda. I'm glad to be here and looking forward to the announcements that we're going to be sharing with folks, and always interested in getting feedback so we can continue to refine what we're doing.
Awesome. Thank you. And then you're going to hear from Michael Ward, who's another owner. I think most of you know Michael because you spend some time with him, but we're going to do a sound check with Michael. Michael, are you here?
Yes, Linda, I'm here as well, and I look forward to helping and addressing all the customer service needs of our members.
Awesome. And then we have a guest speaker who is a consultant to GCR. He is the cryptocurrency consultant. I've spent a lot of time with him. He is a master at what he does. He downplays who he is in the industry. He's so respected, and so many people go to him for advice, and we are blessed to have him. Anthony, are you here?
Yes, I am. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Linda.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I think we're good to go, everybody. Everyone's saying hello, so hello, everybody. We will be answering questions throughout this webinar the best that we can as we're going on. I have control of the screen of seeing the questions, and we'll try to address everybody's issues. This is being recorded. This is partially a members call and a corporate call, so there's a mixture of both in between, but I personally feel like Santa Claus right now. So it's ho, ho, ho. So the last 3 to 4 weeks, it's kind of been quiet. Right, Bob? But
yes, it has.
Work.
Yes, we have. It's the holidays have slowed things down. It's typical in the industry that things slow down during this time period. But unfortunately, I've spent a lot more time working than I've been decorating the Christmas tree.
I'm ready to take it down. Never mind put it up. So what's happened with GCR in the last couple of weeks? One, we've spent a lot of time knowing that you have to have a voice. The field has to have the voice. Bob named us, and he calls us the FAB team, F-A-B. I am on that team, and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing. Christina, who's in the States, is going to be the Director of European Business Development, and she's a project manager because we have so much new things to handle that we're very excited that we've got to be organized, and Christina's helping us. Then you have a Bishop Richard Rose. He is going to be the Director of Nonprofits. We are going to show you how to engage the nonprofit arena in GCR. Then you've got Sasa and Ruben, who work as a team. They are the Director of the Hispanic Business Development. I'm very, very excited to work with them. They're incredible leaders. They're here today. Not only are they here today, but very excited to let everybody know that we now have Spanish support, and you're going to hear about that later. Then you've got Lisa Fields, who's the Director of North America Business Development. You all know that she's a personal close friend, and she is an incredible lady to work with. Very, very in tune to the field, and always wants to make sure that everybody has every tool that they need to build this. And then we have Lewis Hunter, who is new, that many of you don't know. We felt it was important as the Field Advisory Board to bring on somebody who really knows the climate of the financial world, and that is Lewis. So he will be directing the company, the field of what's going on, what's happening. And so you officially have a voice now. So you can go to any of these guys and you'll get an email stating their email so that you could discuss anything with them. They are very close to the owners, and they will work with the owners on a day-to-day basis. Now, as we move forward, you will see, and Bob, am I right? You have now worked with us in many, many meetings, and, you know, they all said how receptive you were to the changes that they asked.
Yeah, really countless meetings. I've been working with many, many different network marketing companies, and the most successful companies are those that realize the value in the field. Too many companies think they're smart in the field. I found by experience that the real knowledge and wisdom is in the field. So we've got to listen to the field and then refine, you know, the value proposition we provide to the marketplace through input from the field.
So it's exciting to have all these people voicing their opinions and telling you what they need or what we need to grow. So having someone to talk to like you or Mike, you know, it's been really exciting. So congratulations to everybody on this list.
Thank you. Now, Linda, are you showing the slides right now?
Yes. You don't see them?
No, we're not seeing the slides.
I'm on air. Is anybody seeing slides? Hold on one sec. No. Okay. Do you see them now? It says
Not yet.
it says on air. All right, hold on, guys. I don't know why. Hold on. Sorry about this. I don't know why. Can you see them now?
Not yet.
Can you see them now?
Nope.
I don't know how to undo this. Show my screen.
You should try setting somebody else as the presenter and then change it back.
There you go.
to
There you go.
That might work.
We got it?
You're showing now, Linda.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
there it is.
we went over, guys, thank you. Hey, Joe. We went over the names of the owners. We went over the advisory the fab team. I feel like I'm a fab girl. We went over the fab girls, so guys, and now we're going to go over the staff. Guys, I want you to realize how important this is. There is a huge staff that's been put in place in the last 2 weeks. In customer service, which Michael works, he now has 2 online supports in English and 1 in Spanish. And in social media, we're changing the whole look of the social media, and there will be 3 social media people. One is the manager of social media marketing, then we have a Facebook specialist, and then we have a Twitter specialist. They have also hired Dana, who you all know, as the communication specialist, so that you will receive, I want a big applause, almost daily updates of everything that's happening. I mean, the process will be that Dana, yes, everyone's saying congrats, sweet. Dana will be in charge of that. Now, we're growing, and way after we finish this webinar, we're going to explode. So we're going to give you a list of the positions that are open. Please note, anybody in customer support cannot be part of the company. So we're looking for a second Spanish support person. We've just interviewed a new designer because we're going to have a new look, and Taggart, who does the marketing, is going to be working with them. We are going to put the blog on hold for a little bit. We're looking for a blog holder, and we're going to need shopping support for the shopping mall, and Bob is going to need an assistant. So those positions are open, and we're letting you know that we're growing in leaps and bounds, and we expect to grow even more because it's so exciting what's about to happen. Bob, are you excited?
Absolutely. Once they hear the announcement you've got to make, I think they're going to see some real meat to the opportunity that's before us.
Michael, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited. I know you and Bob have put in countless hours, the advisory team, with all the input, literally day after day, hour after hour, there's been a meeting about how to make this company the best it can be. So I'm ecstatic.
Awesome. Really great stuff. There's some incredible leaders in this room that have worked very, very hard for this company, and it's very exciting. And we have Anthony, who is going to bring us some information today, too. So, Michael, this slide is all for you now. Talk to us. Share with us. You know, Michael, I get it. We all know the field, and I've been hard on you from the voice of the field. Customer support is so important. So share a little bit with us, please.
Absolutely, Linda. Well, first of all, again, I want to thank each and every one of the customers. It's been a journey thus far since July, and it's the members, it's our dealers that have actually helped us to make this dream a reality. So on behalf of Global Coin Reserve, I really want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. Really appreciate all the hard work that you've actually done to make that a reality. And with the new year, we're going to have several enhancements, and with those enhancements, with the growth that we expect, like Linda had mentioned, we are going to take the customer service department to where we have it in both English and Spanish. And so we're going to hire two, and we already have hired two new support reps to handle the English-speaking side. We have Orpita Sakar and then Balet Hassan as well. And many of you have already possibly worked with them. They've helped out Linda for quite some time in a lot of the projects that have happened thus far with Global Coin Reserve. And then as far as our Spanish-speaking customer service side, we also have our staff member, which is, let me pull that up here real quick. Leticia Trinidad is actually going to be handling the Spanish-speaking side. And as Linda mentioned, we also are going to be hiring one more to also assist us in that as well. In all the new changes and enhancements that we are bringing out to the field, we're going to produce a new Q&A page, both on the front of the site and inside the site, to help you out with many of the questions that are going to be coming up. And with new members and dealers coming on board, we want to make sure that they have all the bit of knowledge that we could possibly give to them so that you can help them in their training, marketing, and so forth. But many of those just basic questions we want to have addressed and answered for them right away. Another new thing that we're going to be putting forth is many systems in compliance. With Global Coin Reserve going global, with the growth that we do expect, it's going to be very necessary to really keep a great grasp on compliance. So we're going to be looking at advertising guidelines to do everything possible to protect the company. And in that, we will do and communicate with you through compliance website information that we'll put out there so you know exactly what those guidelines are. So there's no question, everything's black and white, so you know what they are. Also, we're going to be doing several more communications. We're going to be in our help desk ticket system. We're going to be working to answer all those questions in 24 hours. So with our new support staff in place, we believe that we can make that goal a reality as well. So we're very, very excited about that. And just so that you know, our support department will be open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. Give them a little bit of a break there. And also, moving forward, I know that I get a lot of Skypes, and I help each and every one of you tremendously through Skype. But we want to start doing a lot of that support through the help desk ticket system so we can best track everybody and all their issues. And then also, as we see those issues come across, we can also develop more Q&A questions. So anyone that's contacting me through Skype, feel free to do that, but please put something into a help desk ticket so that we can reference that, and then I can go back and look at that if that were to come up. So again, very excited, Linda. We're moving in the right direction. 2015 is going to be a great year.
I so agree. But I want to touch on something, and I think Bob can come in here too. Everything that you're going to hear today is accurate. A lot of the videos that are out have stuff in it that you guys elaborated on. So that compliance department is really important because we want to take down all the videos that are saying stuff that are not accurate. Bob, I know that you've made it, you've made it very clear to us in the FAB team that you want exact information being released.
Absolutely. We've been through this kind of pre-launch period this year, and there's been a lot of excitement, but through the excitement there's been maybe some information been communicated, to and through the field that maybe hasn't been completely vetted, hasn't completely been thought out. So part of our strategy right now is taking a step back, rethinking a lot of these announcements going out, and making sure that when you receive information going forward, it's going to be accurate, fully thought out and planned and managed information so that you're getting correct information that will be executed and will be delivered. So that's a key part of really today's announcement is moving forward. You can count a lot more on the information you're getting to be accurate. We've had a lot of excitement, and some of that excitement has caused things to get out of hand a little bit. So we're going to really step back, gain better control of the information that's being shared, and do two things with information. Number one, share information with you more frequently, and number two, absolutely make sure the information we share with you is accurate.
Very, very true. The social media team, is going to be put into play. What we're going to try to do is condense all the different groups and bring them into one, and then control that and post constantly in there. Really, really important that you know that we do have a marketing system, and Michael Brady did an incredible job, and it's a wonderful system. So that's there for you, and we'll be moving forward in. And there's some corrections that need to be made. That's my fault, nobody else's, and I will make sure that I'm sitting on top of it. I've got some emails from some of you about some of the videos. We'll get that all fixed. But the social media, you will see a huge presence in Twitter from now on, and please retweet what you get from GCR, because it opens up beyond. It opens up our exposure. So we're really excited. The whole team is in place. They have been working behind the clock. You're going to see a lot of changes on all of the face groups, all of the groups and the fan pages and social media. That's part of, Bob and Mike, I had asked you, and I think so did the FAB team, where and when, and I know it's going to come up soon, but you also have to brand this company along with us. You have to help us get our pipeline filled up with people that want to join this company. How do you feel about that comment that we want you to help us?
Yeah, that's the only way we're going to succeed. I can provide a lot of the operational infrastructure, but as they say, no one eats until someone sells something. So that a business is all about sales and marketing. You have to have a solid foundation in place. You've got to have a real product with a real value to the marketplace, but nothing happens until the marketing happens. Sales and marketing is what makes the engine go. So I think it is a coordination of the sales and marketing effort with the operations of the company that can actually execute the plans to make it happen. So it'll be a great marriage moving forward. I am 200% committed to making sure that we make this very successful. And success to me is defined as we get this coin on the public exchanges with a solid value. And you're going to hear a lot of things today about how we're going to be doing that. Anthony's going to talk a lot about what it means to be going public and what's out there already and why there's a precedent set already. We're not the first one to do this. This isn't black magic or anything. This is something that's already proven. We're following suit, but it takes a well-organized, well-managed organization to actually execute the plans to make it happen. So that's the foundation that I'm focused on, but that'll only happen with a great interface with the sales and marketing resources, with the leaders in the field like yourself.
That's awesome. Thank you. And again, thank you for listening. So everybody, we're all in this because we love our coin, the GCR coin. I'm going to introduce you to somebody, and you all know Anthony. He is a giant in the industry. He has been moved from the ownership page because he doesn't own this company. He is their consultant. He has been contracted by GCR. Reason I'm bringing this up because it gives Anthony a lot of freedom to be cutting edge. Anthony is known for making changes in this industry and doing stuff that nobody else has done, and that's who we want to be with. He has become a personal friend. He is a wonderful man. He is so kind and so dedicated to the GCR coin. It's just amazing. Anthony, are you there? Anthony? We're just...
I am.
There you
Hi,
are.
Linda. I was on mute.
Hi. Hi. Anthony, we're going to let you talk about the GCR coin and going live, and I think Bob is going to jump in here with you. I'm going to put myself on mute. This is very exciting for all of us, so welcome.
Yes, thank you for having me here again. So basically, we started GCR in January, and basically this was pretty much the first coin that is introduced through the multi-level marketing industry, and so there were we identified like some of the things that the industry can do to a cryptocurrency to help it succeed. So this is the first one that's been out there, but this is not the first cryptocurrency. So there's a lot of precedent as far as like how coins succeed and how coins fail in this industry. There's a website called coinmarketcap.com, which you guys can take a look at, and that basically lists all about 500 cryptocurrencies that are derivatives of Bitcoin or Litecoin or any of the other cryptocurrencies out there. So what we're doing is not new, and there's a tried and tested formula on how to make a coin succeed. So what we want to do is basically have dedicated people that believe in the coin, and part of that is basically building ecosystem, building excitement in the users and people that believe in the coin. So.
Anthony, did you not express in the very beginning there were certain components that needed to be into place for us to go live, and we've gone back and forth, but I know you had a conversation with Bob today. Bob, if you don't mind to lead Anthony into that conversation, I think in the field we should hear that.
Sure. Yeah, I took a look also at the website that Anthony just mentioned. It's a great resource, coinmarketcap.com. But it really lays out that there are a lot of pioneers that have gone before us. This is nothing new. We are just following suit and doing what some of these have done. There are about 20 companies, cryptocurrency coins that have gone public and have a value right now of over $1. So there's a precedent set, and those values go up to many dollars, up to, well, we know the value of Bitcoin's over $300. There's another coin that's over $1,200. But there's a precedent set. There's already companies out there doing what we're doing. So we're not the pioneers at doing this. We're following suit, which is really nice because the groundwork has been laid for us. As I look at these numbers, and I asked Anthony's question, what determines the value of the coin? And as you're looking at that, if you go to that webpage, you'll see it really is no different than any commodity market or any currency market. If you look at a stock market, it's the trading volume that is affecting it. And the trading volume, as you see, the coins at higher values have higher trading volume on this Bitcoin page, on this cryptocurrency page. So it is it's the trading volume, and that to me is the number one value that we can provide to a cryptocurrency as a network marketing company, is we can provide the market, and that's our strategy. All these coins, I should say almost all these coins, don't have a dedicated network marketing force behind them. That's something uniquely we have. So that's the number one reason why I really believe that we can do what we're trying to do. Now, Anthony's been working really hard at adding additional things to kind of enhance the value of the coin, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Anthony will talk about that. But I think it's important for everyone to realize that there are already coins out there that are doing what we're planning on doing, and it's not unrealistic at all for us to be able to meet our goal. And Linda, I don't know if you've made the announcement of what when we're going live or what our plan is to go live, but we're doing many things. All these coins that are trading, all they have is a trading market. That means people are buying and selling in the coins. I asked Anthony a question. Well, how many of these have a trading mall? And he said none of them. I said, well, how many of them are enhanced with gold? And he said, well, none of them. So those are all things. Those are a couple examples of things that we're doing to add more value to ensure the value of our coin, in addition to the trading market that we established as a network marketing company. But we have the potential to get those numbers up in the tens of thousands of traders in the GCR coin. Anthony, this is your baby. I apologize for talking too much. I was just excited when I saw this and saw the real potential that there's something there for us. But I'll let you speak to it. You're the expert.
Yeah, sure. So if you look at any of all these coins on CoinMarketCap.com, they're all basically based on, they're based on the faith of the markets that are trading them. So they're based on, what each and every single trader on these trading exchanges believe that these coins are valued at. And of course, price discovery is basically based on supply and demand, and also the hype that coin is bringing, and what type of new features they're bringing into the cryptocurrency world. So some of these have specialized features, such as putting applications on them. Some of them have like anonymizing features for dark markets and more underground type things. But none of these coins are actually have the gold enhancement that we're planning to put in GCR. So I don't know if you guys
Anthony,
have heard about what. Hello?
Anthony, could you talk a little bit about the gold vault? Because we would like to hear from you.
So I'm a co-founder in a company that has created a new technology called Proof of Asset, and that basically utilizes the blockchain to basically tie physical assets such as precious metals and other collateralized property, such as things that you would store at a vault or in a pawn shop, and basically issue a digital certificate proving ownership and existence of those assets. And proof of asset allows anybody on the blockchain then to issue vouchers that can be used to redeem those coins, or they can be used to create smart contracts such as inheritance and multi-signature escrow and all sorts of other new exciting applications. So we're going to be enhancing, using the proof of asset technology to enhance GCR coins, so that part of GCR's value is actually backed by a small amount of gold, which ensures that the coins will never go to zero in value. So Bitcoin doesn't have that feature. There's no other coin out there that can say that that there's physical assets backing them, and that it's never going to go. The price will never go down to zero.
So what you're saying is,
And I think that's a key.
Right, Bob? It's key, but let me ask for the field so I understand this. What you're saying is that there are coins out there that went live that didn't have the shopping mall and didn't have the gold, and they've gone far. Here we are. We have the gold. It's going to be open. The vault is open January 15th, and the mall is open January 29th. So we have two more aspects that nobody else has.
Absolutely, and there's going to be there's going to be a lot of other features as well down the line, because one, it's going to be the first cryptocurrency that's going to be backed by gold. So a lot of other cryptocurrency currencies out there will want to trade their coins for GCR now.
Anthony, when you say backed by gold, I think what we're going to do at this point, because we want to make sure that every message we send out is cleared. If you don't mind, I think we're going to say enhanced because the coin is not 100% backed by gold. So I think saying enhanced for all of you in the field, also that you understand that we have no clue what part of it. That's still to be determined, but as long as it's enhanced by gold, we have an edge. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. So you guys have to also recognize that our fiat currency is not, I think no country right now has any kind of gold backing or even gold reserves now. There's some, gold right now is used as a hedge against inflation, but it's rarely used as that. So a lot of, the U.S. dollar is not backed by gold.
So, Bob, correct me if I'm right, the word is that we will be enhanced by gold. And now, through this message, we just made the announcement that we're going live January 29th, everybody. We need 3 pieces of the ecosystem to be in play. All right, and one of them is the gold, which will be open January 15th. The other one is the shopping mall, which will be open on January 29th. The third piece is our job as the field. Is that correct, Bob?
That's correct. There's those 3 pieces there, but the most important piece is the market. Who's the market that's trading in the GCR coin? Who is buying and selling? And that is what you guys can do the best. You guys are experts in that, and that is building the market of buyers and sellers, in our coin when we do go public. But we do have to have a market in place, or the coin's not going to be worth a whole lot if there's no market, market that's trading in the coin. But that's no different. That's a principle in all commodity exchanges.
Okay, so Bob, let me ask you this question. The gold is up and running. Anthony did a phenomenal job. The mall is up and running, and Anthony did a phenomenal job. But now we have the issue of the field bringing in users, and we're going to go over the counts in a minute. I'm going to ask the field something, and forgive me, Bob, don't get angry at me. I need everyone's input here. Do we go live, guys, on the date that we just stated, or do we go live when all 3 are in place? I mean, everybody wanted a date. Now you got your date. But for me personally, if the date January 29th and I'm missing something and I'm going to go live and it's going to be lesser value, I don't know if that's the answer for me. I'm going to listen to you guys now, and I need all of you to chat in the box. Do we wait a couple of days if we need a little bit more time, or do we just go live on the 29th no matter what time? Let's get some feedback. Kelly is saying we meet all 3. I want to vote that we meet all 3. So would rather wait until we're ready. But I got to ask you, Bob, I don't want to wait endlessly, and I don't want to be attached to any other company because our coin is great. I mean, do you feel that it would be, better, I mean, within 2 weeks of the 29 date if we wait, or?
I don't think we have a choice. We can put the question out there, but it's like if you don't have a trading market, then the coin is not going to have the value people are expecting it to have. So do you want to go ahead and go public and have minimal value, or do you want to establish the trading market that needs to be there? As you look at all the coins out there that have gone public that are trading at good prices, they have established trading markets. That's something that we have an edge on those companies because we have the leverage of a network. We leverage that network. And I know several things have to be in place, of course. We have to make sure that we're effectively communicating timely and accurate information so everyone knows what's going on with the coin. And that's something that you, Anthony, and I are fully committed in making sure gets done better moving forward. But everything's based on the trading market. It's almost not even a question.
Okay, so now all the comments, everyone's saying, Keld is very important to this company. Said, don't look at a date, wait till we're ready. But there's other people that are making comments. We got to go live now. We've mined too much pre-launch, so we could go live on January 29th if the rest of the field does what they're supposed to do, because I have now gotten your commitment, Bob, and we now have gotten Anthony's commitment of getting everything in place. So the live date of January 29th could happen very easily if we meet the requirements, correct?
Absolutely. I'm comfortable that on our side of the court, Anthony and I have things under control so we can deliver the pieces that need to be in place for that go-live date. The ball is really on your side of the court, Linda, and that is, can you establish a trading market for the GCR coin? That's the question.
Okay,
I think you can do it.
So what's really important is we'll come back to the e-commerce mall. I want to go over these numbers. Guys, since we've opened the doors, 6,000 members have come through the doors. We've had a total orders of 4,400, and there's active 800 people mining right now. I get it. It's holiday. I can't find anybody. I mean, I've been calling. I'm so frustrated because I can't find anybody. Can we bring that number to 2,500? Anthony, can we go live with a number of 2,500 at the January 29th?
Absolutely. That's the magic number. I would say 2,500 will be enough people on the market supporting both sides of the buy and the sell wall to really make a big difference, to make a big bang.
Anthony, to this point, there, lack of communication and some other stuff, people started to doubt how real, the coin per se is and what's going on, Bob. I think this webinar, and when we're done, we have so much more to discuss, but I think this webinar will show how real they really are, and our confidence should be through the roof. So I don't think a number of 2,500 is unrealistic at all.
I agree with that. Even at these low holiday numbers, we're a third of the way there. So we're not that far. When you talk about leaders going out and doing networking and getting people involved, this is nothing, for a good networker. We just have to make sure that that we've got a solid foundation in place, for you to to build a market for. And that's what Anthony and I are working on. We're fully committed and dedicated to making sure that happens. Now it's up to building the market that's going to be buying and selling in the GCR coin. The other, when you look at the things we're adding, we're adding the gold enhancement, so the value of the GCR coin will be enhanced with gold. And we're adding something very critical, and that is the mall. People think, well, that's cool, you can go and you can buy stuff in the mall. Well, the mall has a lot more fundamental principle than that. The mall helps us establish the buying and selling of the coin. So it is going to be a platform that's going to be driving volume. So we've got to provide not only a coin and we say we're public, but we've got to provide the avenue for people to go and buy and sell the coin and buy products and services with the coin. So the mall is going to be a big part of that. But I think we're well underway. We just have to get the foundation solid, underneath us, and we need to get the communication accurate and timely, and then we can start building up this trading market and moving forward. So I think that January 29th, we'll have the pieces in place to make that happen.
Okay, so let's go back to the mall. Anthony, you're building a mall not only where I can go sell my husband, if anybody would buy him, or any used product that I want, or any new product for all of us in a network, because, honey, I got more vitamins than anybody cares to have. So you're going to also provide us with some drop ship product in the future.
Yes. So basically, it's going to be you're going to have when you get as a GCR member, you'll have access to the mall, and you'll be able to list your own products. And then you'll also be able to, you'll be presented with a list, a daily list or a weekly list of products that you can basically put on your site, on your shopping mall, on your front end, and sell at a margin. And basically, it's drop shipped. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that concept. You basically order. You don't have to buy your own inventory. You just basically sell, and you provide the shipping information and it's shipped to your customer?
Yes, that will come in the future because when we open up, we're basically just opening up with that. So that mall is going to develop more and more and be more elaborate, and we can cut and paste and do another business even if we wanted to later.
Right.
Awesome. We have somebody in the room that's saying we have to go immediately. We got to launch immediately. But how could you do that if the two key components are not in play until January 15th. So no disrespect to you. We're going to stay on the mark of January 29th. I think that's what the entire team has voted. Once again, everybody, please let us know how they want to know what's holding back the mall from launching now to create a demand. The mall is being programmed. It's not as easy as you think it is. Marcus, I asked the same question, and every time, understand something, Marcus. You go onto that site, and you want to sell a coffee cup, and you get somebody that wants to buy it. They send you the coins, but you never ship the product. Who's responsible? It's a little more complicated than that. Who's holding the money until the person gets their product? Where is the tracking number in so that I can go and sell my second thing? So it is a little more complicated. So that's what's holding it up is the actual design to protect you and to protect the company. It will be ready on the 29th. I mean, there's many parts of it that are ready now, but it's much more complicated than I thought it was. I kept saying, oh, let's just do them all. Hey, but when you get involved in it, it's some serious stuff. So you don't want to ever risk your reputation, nor does GCR, nor do I. So we've got to make sure it's right. So going live officially has now been announced, the 29th. Can we talk more about the marketing system? Absolutely, in a minute. Your brother is sitting next to you. Guys, I want to introduce you to somebody who has now fought for over 20 years for our safety. He has just come back from Pakistan. He is very high up, ranked up in military, and his name is Michael, and he's very involved in GCR. And from all of us as a family, Michael, thank you for keeping us safe in the United States. Welcome home. And I'm glad you got home. And I know this was your last tour, so congratulations. So the e-commerce is going to happen, but it's got to be done so that it's protecting you, the company, everybody. Am I correct, Anthony?
Yes. So we're going to be building a rating system, also an internalized escrow system where if you're selling a product, you actually have to put a certain number of coins as collateral for the escrow in case you don't ship. That protects, the company and the customers as well.
Awesome. Awesome. So we now understand what's going on with the gold. We now understand what's going on with e-commerce. We now know we now have a count. I gotta let you know, everybody, I've been working with Bob, and so is the Fab. He will not let us say anything that is not real anymore. Very, very important. Marketing. We've got to beef up the marketing here. We need company-sponsored advertising. We need brand awareness. Tag is on this call too right now. He's going to be updating the website, putting a new slider in. He's going to be showcasing the Fab team on the website. We're going to have some new banners and guidelines of doing offline meetings. Michael Grady is on this call too. He is the developer and creator of our marketing system that is unbelievable. I'm getting opt-ins just because I paid my monthly. For those of you that have not gone to see our marketing system, please do. And I believe that we should have a lot more training on that marketing system on how to create more leads into the funnel. And that's what we're going to be doing. And you're going to see all these meetings in a minute. But every single one of you should be in that marketing system right now, filling up your funnel, allowing the order responders to work. It's really simple. There's one page. They go to the second page, and then they're in the back office, and now I get an email every day because I went into my own site, and now they're being dripped on. Okay, and remember, very important, that, that $24 includes traffic. So you've been given an incredible vehicle. The designs are absolutely gorgeous, and I will do a meeting on that this week. I believe that you have a great vehicle there to increase your business, and thank you, Michael. Now, public relations, we're going to be very strict on who's saying what webinar, who's standing in front of an audience, and they'll be authorized what to say. There'll be guidelines according to that. So the public relations, everything out there will be fact. We will have management meetings once a week where one of the owners will be on here to give us updates. We'll have live opportunity meetings twice a week, and we're so graciously lucky that Christina, who's worked incredibly hard, has put together a recorded webinar. We will flip that out so that it's representing the company. GCR Jumpstart meetings once a week so you know how to jumpstart your business. And then we're going to go and do diamond, double diamond, and triple diamond meetings so we can hear from the different categories. We've got some great stuff in front of us, everybody. Bob, did I leave anything out on marketing, or Michael, or anybody that wants to add anything on marketing?
No, I think you've touched on all the points. The key here is communication and training and tools, and that's what really all this is doing.
That brings up a conversation. We came to you, Bob, as the Fab, and said that we wanted more product. We want education of cryptocurrency, and you agreed with us. So we're in the process now of looking for more education in the back office of what cryptocurrency is all about. Anthony,
that's right.
Anthony has also agreed that he'll do webinars for us because the man is a genius. Every time I talk to him, I learn something else. So there's going to be a lot going on. So you can pick and choose any webinar that you want to go to. And I also know that Tag is here, and he is a genius when it comes to online affiliate marketing. And I'm sure I can push him into the corner of doing some webinars. Guys, here's your promotions to get us to the 29th. All right? The month of January, the top 3 producers in dollars with a minimum of 10 new members in February will get a $3,000 mining spot. I'll say that again. The top 3 producers dollar-wise with at least 10 new members will get a $3,000 mining spot in February. From the Fab team, okay, for the month of January, you pay your monthly, and if you pay a bronze, you're going to get 35 coins. If you pay a silver, you're going to get 75 coins. And if you pay a gold or above, you'll get 150 coins. But everybody in this room, please, it doesn't happen the second you do it. It takes a little bit of time. So you got to give us a little bit of time, but you'll get your coins. This next one is I'm freaking out over. It's called Go Deep. You come in January 1st and you're a diamond. That opens up the pay plan to the 10th level, right? If you become a diamond after January 1st, they're gonna bump you up a rank and open up the matrix to the 12th level. Yeah, I said that right. Right, Bob?
That is correct, and this promotion only affects your matrix bonus. It does not affect other bonuses in the comp plan. But we will, if you earn a title in January, we'll bump you up to the next level to reach more depth in the matrix for the next 30 days. We'll see how this promotion goes, but you know, if the 30 days is over and you get another promotion, we're going to bump you up another level for 30 days. So you get to feel what it's like to earn the money of your next promotion ahead of time. That's very unique, and it's Linda's idea. I think it's a great idea.
Well, you give me back the respect to the field. You know, I can come into any program and they're going to say, prove yourself. I'm so tired of proving myself. So there's so many incredible leaders on this call that don't need to prove themselves. So now all they got to do is just go one level, and you're respecting them and bringing them to the next.
Yes.
So that's exciting. That's really exciting. So we've talked about some stuff, but now we're going to talk about the meat here, and this is all on Bob. I will jump in once in a while to make sure that I understand what you're saying, because this is so exciting. I'm like freaking out. So it's on you, Bob.
Okay, this is really feedback from the field. These aren't our ideas. This is feedback from the field and what needs to happen. We know that we need to have some changes, some major changes in preparing for going live. So we're going to be announcing several changes. You're only looking at one of 4 slides of all the changes. There are about 9 major things. I'm going to talk about each one of those. I'll let you know what the schedule is on each of these, but these are all planned to be released between January 1st and January 15th. So we got a 2-week period. We'll be rolling out all these, and these are all major enhancements to the system, and most of them are affecting your compensation and in a good way. The first thing that we're doing is we are going to offer a free membership. Right now there is an option where you can sign up for $29.95 and come into the system. We're going to change that, and we're going to provide an option for you to sign up for free. You can sign up someone for free. When they sign up for free, they will be able to sign up other people, and they'll collect the collector bonus. They'll get a 5% collector bonus. Normally we give a 10% collector bonus, but we're going to give a 5% collector bonus to anyone who has a sale who is a free member. Now that free member will not be placed in the matrix, and if they recruit someone, that person that they recruit will not be placed under them because they're not in the matrix either. But that new person will be placed under whoever the qualified upline person is. It'll be placed in their matrix. But there is an option here. We think this can really drive a lot of people, drive the traffic that we can then continue to convince them of the value that we're providing. But let's let them stick their toe in the water and test the water a little bit. So we're going to offer a free membership. Any questions on that one, Linda?
I was shaking my head and
okay, let's go ahead.
I went to mute. No, there were no questions on that.
Okay, good. So free membership option. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to focus a little bit better on the packages that we do offer, and we're going to be eliminating a couple packages so you can focus better on the others. We have what we call a dealer package. You can sign up for $29.95 and pay $29.95 a month. That package is going away. The report that we got was that was a burden. That wasn't working in the field. They wanted to eliminate the $29.95 dealer package for sign up and for the monthly. So that package is gone. We're also eliminating the $600 minor package. So basically, we'll have the $69.95, the $149.95, and the $299.95, but then from there we'll go from $300 up to $1,000 and $1,000 up to $3,000. So we felt that the one package kind of stuck between the $300 and the $1,000 didn't fit, so we're pulling that out. Now what that means is that any new person signing up will not be able to sign up on the $29.95 package. The minimum position now that you'll need to be on is what we call the bronze package. So you'll need to be on the bronze membership, $69.95, to be qualified to earn bonuses. So no longer the $29.95. The minimum will be the $69.95. That's great news for all the leaders. Yes, Linda.
I have a question, and I think it's really important. On the free membership, I'm not placed in the matrix, and I go out and I sponsor, and all these new people come under the person that's under me, correct? I mean, it goes under, it jumps up because I'm not in the matrix.
Yeah, if you were to sign up for free,
yes,
and then you signed up someone who paid, that new paying person is going to be placed under basically your sponsor,
correct?
As long as they're not a free membership, but they're going to be placed under someone else. So there really is a great incentive for someone to move from that free membership to a paying membership as quick as possible so they can start building their own matrix team.
Okay, but here's something that has affected everybody in this room. The minute I used to sign up for free, my leadership team was assigned to me. We're
going to get to that point. Yeah, we're going to get to that point later in this.
Okay, sorry, I got so excited. Sorry.
Great point, though. Regarding these eliminated packages, we know there's currently people on the $29.95 membership and the $5.99 that we're eliminating. They can continue on those all they want. We'll continue to, support the minor package for those that want to stay on it. It just will not be available for new people to select or existing people, it won't be there in your when you go to change your monthly options. Minor will not be there. Now, it also says that anyone who's currently on the $29.95, you can continue and stay on the $29.95, but you won't be bonus qualified. You need to upgrade from $29.95, if that's where you're at today, to $69.95, the bronze membership, to be qualified to earn bonuses. That's important for people to remember. This is good news for the leaders because this is raising the bar a little bit, raising the level of commitment, but it also raises the pay that's being paid to all the upline and all the leaders. So this is good news. This is what the field wanted. Questions on this one, Linda?
There were no questions, so we're going to move on.
Okay. Okay, this one has already been implemented, and we wanted to emphasize a point here. This was more of a compliance issue. This is compliance advice that we got from our attorney, Kevin Thompson. He said that we have to be compliant, we have to make sure that we're not promoting or supporting duplicate positions. What that means is no one person should have more than one position. That's in the system now. We've seen some support tickets on it. If you go and if a new person goes to sign up and they try to use an email address that's already in the system, it will give them an error message and say you can't sign up. That email address is already in use. You have to have a unique email address. That's the only thing that's being flagged right now automatically during the enrollment process. But after they're enrolled, we also are flagging a bunch of other information on it. We're checking names and other IDs so that certain accounts may need a manual review by our compliance department. So we'll be enforced. So if maybe someone gets in and enrolls and then compliance looks at it and they find that, well, this is really the same person, they're going to terminate, they're going to communicate with that person and terminate those duplicate accounts. We cannot allow or support duplicate positions in the
Bob,
compensation.
can you explain that as far as stacking? If I live in this home and my husband wants to join, it's okay if my husband joins under me. And now I have 2 children. It's okay if those 2 children join under me, but they can't go under my husband. Is that correct?
That's right. Anytime you've got a situation like that, they all have to go under the one person. You can't have A under B, C under B, D under C. You can't stack them that way. It's got to be B, C, and D all have to be under A. So you can only have one level.
Okay, Bob, we have a question, and can you just go over it? All duplicate spots that are existing now, what's going to happen?
Yes, those are kind of grandfathered in. We're not going to be enforcing this rule on the existing. So that we're not forcing any changes in the existing duplicate positions. We're just moving forward. We're not going to allow any new duplicate positions. Because I know there are some people that have more than one position. So we're going to let that stand as it is, but we've got to enforce no duplicate positions moving forward.
One more question, Bob. Many of us put many spots in and now with all these different changes. Maybe we just want to condense one. Will we be able to write customer support and say, please eliminate this spot and move it up to the sponsor above?
Yes, we are supporting condensing your organization. So if you've got multiple positions, and usually the reason you want to condense is you don't want to maintain the monthly, on all those, or you just want to have better control over a few positions you're managing. But you will be able to submit a support ticket and just request that you want to condense some of your spots if you have multiple spots. We will support that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, next big announcement is we're going to be rolling out a daily payout wallet. And I'll explain how that works. Currently, when we pay you every Friday, and every Friday we automatically push any money that you have earned to STP or to your Coinbase account. That's going to change with the introduction of this payout e-wallet. This is going to work very similar to all the other online e-wallets. You'll be able to hold funds and direct the use of those funds. So your e-wallet will be funded every Friday just like it currently happens, so nothing changes there. But the funds will not automatically be pushed out. It will be held for you, and then you can decide what you want to do with those funds and it'll all be done upon your request. And we'll initially be supporting a couple things you can do with it. Number one, you can request a withdrawal, and then we'll push that money out. We'll send that withdrawal out to your STP or out to your Coinbase account. Or you can say, I want to use that money to pay for some orders. So now you can say, yeah, I've got my monthly coming up. I want to go ahead and pay with that out of my e-wallet that we're holding the funds. Before, we were automatically pushing the funds out, so you then had to cash some money out and then put it back in and incur the financial processing fees that went along with that. Now the money will all be held internally. There won't be any processing fees for moving your money around if it's done internally in the GCR e-wallet. I think that's about it. Once you make
questions.
Go ahead.
I want to bring in Susan into the company, and I have money in my e-wallet. I can pay for Susan from my back e-wallet?
Yes, you can. When we say that you can pay for orders with your wallet, you can pay for your own orders or another member's orders. You'll have that option with your e-wallet.
So I'm able to pay for other people. That's absolutely incredible. So now, if I understood you correctly, once I go past that waiting period, which we have now, which is anywhere from 7 to 14 days, depending on when you enter and when you get a commission, I can pull down my money on a daily basis. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Of course, that's why you want to stress that one. What you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to submit requests daily on doing transactions in your wallet. So you don't have to wait once a week to do those transactions. You can submit those, and those transactions will be processed in a timely manner. Typically within 24 to 48 hours, we'll do the processing on that. Probably even quicker. But now, you bring up a good point, Linda, that you can really expedite your recruiting process because you can get people in and pay for them immediately so that they don't have to go through the waiting period of getting the funds in. The nice thing about it, we all know that if you pay with STP, there's a little waiting period for them to do their approval process. If you go through Bitcoins, you've got to set up your account and get all that funded. So there is a little bit of a delay in getting your initial funding in place. Once it's in place, then it runs a little smoother. But the initial payment is delayed right now. But here's an option now where you can help out your new recruit if you've got the resources to do that, and go ahead and let them give you the money or pay you back later if you're that generous. But then you can fund and pay for their order immediately. Now, of course, you're their sponsor. You're going to make the bonuses on that payment as well. But that's something we're changing to really expedite the recruiting process and the payment of those orders so they can start earning bonuses as quick as possible.
So, Bob, from a marketing standpoint, I can actually say, and I'm not lying because you will not allow me to, that we get paid daily.
Yep, you can be paid daily. You can make daily requests.
Huge. It's monstrous for us as marketers to say that I can pull down if I have a bill for my cell phone that's coming on Friday and I request $300 on a Monday and I know my money's going to be there by Friday, that's huge.
Yep. Yeah, it's a huge announcement, and again, credit goes to the Fab team, our fabulous team. These are their ideas, and we succeed best when we listen to the leaders in the field and what to do, and this is yet another one of their great ideas.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'll reinforce, this is coming out in the next 2 weeks. You're going to see this in your back office. We're already working on it. We're just doing our testing and making sure it's all working correctly before we release it. Next item, Linda, is, and this is kind of a big one also, leadership team assignments. We all know that once you reach the diamond level, you can start building your own leadership team. You can build a diamond team and then eventually a double diamond team and eventually a triple diamond team. The way the system works right now is as soon as someone enrolls, the system is automatically assigning them to their 3 leadership teams. We're going to change that so that they do not get assigned to the leadership team immediately upon enrollment, but they will be assigned to the leadership team once their payment is made and approved. That's huge for our leaders, because that then gives them the time to bring in someone, make sure they're positioned correctly, make sure that they've got themselves up to a diamond, so that when that new person makes their payment and that payment gets approved, then that new person's the system will look to assign that person, and oh by golly, their sponsor just happened to be the Diamond now, and maybe that sponsor wasn't the Diamond when they enrolled. So this one is also huge, Linda. It gives our leaders the ability
You're not
to
the only
manage
one
it.
that's saying it's huge. The people in the room are flipping out over this one. So congratulations.
Great. And again, a great idea from our FAB team. Okay, any questions on this, on any of these three announcements here, Linda, on this slide?
No, but there is a question which, Richard, I want you to know that I see it and I'll address it when Bob is done. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the next slide, because we're going to talk about something else that's going to put more money in the pockets, of our leaders, and really of everybody. You get that next slide up, Linda? Okay. During our pre-launch in this year, 2014, we have not enforced the title maintenance requirement. There is a title maintenance requirement. We have not enforced it during our pre-launch period. So you could achieve the Diamond level with 2 personal goals that are active. And if one of them fell off for whatever reason, we weren't demoting you because of that. We weren't enforcing the title maintenance on that. That's going to change in 2015. That's a good thing because it's going to raise the bar, and it's going to be an incentive for people to step up and meet their commitments so that more bonuses can be paid out. But there will be title enforcement. Now, you will have 2 titles in the system. You will have a recognition title, which is the highest title you've ever earned, and that's the one you'll see in the system. So it'll say, "Yep, you're a Diamond in the system." But then you'll have a second title. It's called your pay title, and that's your current earned title. So maybe your pay title is at a gold level. So all bonuses will be calculated based on that pay title, which is the actual title that you've earned, versus your recognition title. So that's something new we're putting in place. This is raising the bar to give people an opportunity and incentive to step up a little bit more, so that there's more money coming in, more bonuses being paid out up to everyone in the upline. And you will see both those titles on your member dashboard. Now, member dashboard is kind of a new thing too, Linda. We put it in place just in the last few days, last week. This was Linda's idea.
It was fabulous.
She said we need more information. Understand what our status is, and more importantly, what's the state of our downline. Now you can go, if you don't know this already, we've got great reception from this member dashboard. You can now go to your sales team viewer, and anyone on your downline, your sales team, you can click the little icon, following their name. It's a little gray, looks like a little speedometer. You can click on that. It'll pop up and show you the state of the union on that member. So you can see that. Well, one of the things we'll add on there will be your recognition title and your pay title will be on there, just so you know in case there's any question. That's probably the only place that we'll be displaying the pay title, just as a reference for you. But I don't think we even added that here as an announcement, the member dashboard. But I think that's just an example of what we're doing. The type of thing you're going to be seeing coming out in the next 2 weeks. So some of the stuff we've already rolled out, but the member dashboard was kind of a huge one, and we can thank Linda for that. That was her idea. I just made it happen in the back office. Okay, so that's the title maintenance. That's kind of a big one. Linda, anything else you want to add or ask about the title maintenance requirement?
I can't right now. Keep going.
Okay, I'll continue moving on. The next thing that we're going to do, again, this is another move. It really supports the principle of higher achievement, higher commitment. So as you achieve higher ranks, in GCR, there's going to be a higher commitment required of you. For example, when you reach the level of Diamond, you're going to be required to have a monthly minimum order of $149.95, which is the the silver package. So you're going to need to do that to be bonus qualified, to be eligible to receive to earn bonuses. You need to have a current monthly order of $149.95 if you're a diamond above. If you're below a diamond, then your minimum requirement is just the minimum in the system, which is the $69.95. As you reach the level of double diamond and triple diamond, then your minimum monthly order is going to jump up to $299.95. This is, again, going to drive more revenue, drive more bonuses. You can look at this as a positive for the field because it's going to incent people to step up a little bit more, especially the leaders, the diamonds, double diamonds, triple diamonds. Those are all ones who are building leadership teams. Those are ones here that have a little higher commitment on their monthly. This is a bonus qualification requirement, not a title advancement requirement. What it means is this minimum order is not required to reach the level of diamond. You can be a diamond, but this requirement only affects your bonus qualification. So if you don't do it, you don't lose your diamond title. Now you're going to lose some money because you're not going to be bonus qualified, but it is it's a requirement for bonus qualification, not for title advancement and maintenance. We'll make sure that's clear. Any questions on that one, Linda?
None at all. Everybody, they're saying we got it. Everyone's loving what you're talking about. You're the hero today, Bob.
Well, we'll just kind of lay it out. I want to lay the facts out, let people know what's happening, and if you see it here and you hear it from us, you can be guaranteed that it has happened or is happening shortly. Let's take a look at the next slide, Linda. Okay. Another thing that we have not been enforcing during our pre-launch period is the matrix qualification. There is a requirement that was not enforced that you must have 2 personally referred members that are bonus qualified to be eligible for any matrix bonuses. Now after if you're bonus qualified and you're matrix qualified, then it looks at your depth. It looks at your rank to determine how many levels in the matrix. But this note here, this enhancement says, starting in January, we're going to start enforcing, and actually I think we're going to give them a grace period, Linda, if I recall our conversation. But we're going to start enforcing in January that you must have 2 personally referred members. So some of you haven't referred 2 people. So you have to refer at least 2 people, and they must be bonus qualified. It means they must be in good standing with the company, doing their monthly order, for you to be qualified to earn any matrix bonuses. Now, what it says to be safe, if you're smart, is you don't just count on 2 people. You recruit 3, 4, 5 people, so you know you got a little buffer there. So you've always got your minimum 2 people that are bonus qualified, so you never miss out on any of those matrix bonuses. Again, another incentive for people to step up a little bit, so that we can increase the cash flow that's going out in bonuses to the field. Okay, that's the matrix qualification. And the last announcement we have in here is also already in place. I already programmed this one here recently, and that is regarding the expansion of your matrix. We all know that as you complete a 2x3 leg in the matrix, you'll be eligible to have an additional new leg in your matrix. Previously, the system was automatically expanding your matrix for you. The feedback from the field was they would like that to not automatically happen. So we turned that off within the last week or so. I turned that off so that when you complete a 2x3 leg, it does not automatically open up another leg. We're going to put you in control so that you can open up that new leg when you want to, because you may want to focus on building some depth in your first 2 legs and open up that leg when you want to open it, and you may want to open it with a particular leader leading that leg. So you now are in control of that. So your matrix will not be automatically expanded anymore. It will be expanded upon your request when you want that to be expanded. You can submit a support ticket right now to support when you are ready to open up a new leg.
Bob,
Just
you have a question.
Yes, Linda.
Cherie's saying, so if we keep it 2 by 15, our downline gets spilled, and that was the reason why we had asked you to make it an option, not an automatic.
That's correct. So you can control your destiny as far as the matrix goes. You can control how you want to build that matrix out. Because what's happening is, as kind of the side effect of that automatic expansion was, it was keeping you shallow. It's like you would fill out a couple legs, all of a sudden it would add a third leg, and now everything gets poured into that third leg, and it kept you shallow. It wasn't allowing you to build deeper if that's what you wanted to do. So that's why we made that change, to give you complete control over how you build out your matrix.
I'd like to know the date.
Okay, Linda, those are some major announcements.
Yes. Bob, wait, they're asking a question. The date of this expansion starts when? I think you did it already, right?
It's already done. Yeah, a couple of things on here. We made 9 major announcements. At least 2 of these are already done. The matrix expansion is already in place.
And so is this one sign up per name is in place too? Correct? Bob? Yeah, he's gone. You're stuck with me again, guys. He's gone. He's totally gone. I don't know where he is. But I know that those 2 were...
I'm back, Linda.
Oh, okay. Those 2 are in
Linda,
place already,
I'm back.
right?
Yes. The matrix expansion request is in place, and the no duplicate positions is in place. So right now, your matrix is not automatically expanding when you fill out a 2 by 3 leg. You do have the credit, so you submit the request. Our support staff looks at your credits and says, okay, I see that you do have a credit, so we'll go ahead and open up a new leg for you. But that is in production right now.
That's awesome. So all of that you discussed thus far will be done anywhere from January 1st to January 15th. And then we'll be going live on January 29th. So everybody has a guideline because everyone's asking a guideline. Anthony, there's a question here for you. Okay, we're live. What happens now to the coins we have? We need to talk to the field about keeping the coin. Obviously people want to cash in, and we don't want to ride the number all the way down, and we want to prepare for that. Anthony, people are a little confused. Are we going to stop mining the day that we go live? Can you just put a little light on that for me, please?
So once we go live, we open up the mining to other people. Mining farms will be able to join individuals who download the client, which we will actually release as open source, can compile that client and basically mine against our blockchain. So that means that we will see we might see you know, a large number of new hash rate competing against our cloud mining. So that could go either way. That could basically cause your coin reward to go down, but it will also increase outside awareness from other people, which you know, is always a good thing when you have other people mining. So it's a more decentralized nature. Right now, our mining architecture is pretty much centralized, so it's an exclusive mining service. So you will see you know, a decrease in your coin reward, but hopefully the price will make up for that as well.
Bob, do you want to add anything to that question or that answer?
No, I think it's important for people to realize that once we go public, we're like any public exchange. You know, supply and demand drives the price. If everyone goes out and starts selling coins, the same thing's going to happen when there's a run on a stock on a company. All of a sudden, when a whole bunch of people are holding stock in a company, and they'll all go start selling their stock, the price plummets. So you know, the supply and demand is what controls the price. So people are smart. You know, I asked Anthony the question because the issue was raised by some people saying, well, what's going to happen if we go live and everyone's, you know, dumping their stock? And I asked Anthony, you know, is there a precedent set here? What's happening to all these other cryptocurrencies that are going live? Are they experiencing pump and dumps? And so we took a look at it, and there was a natural stabilization of these other cryptocurrencies, and there's no reason ours won't do the same thing. There's going to be, a percentage of the people who see the value and want to hold on to their coins, increase the value, and there's going to be a percentage of people that are ready to sell some of their coins. But that's a natural balancing act, and there really isn't a pump and dump. But people need to realize that you can't really have a run on the bank because you drive the price to zero. But Anthony, assured me, and I saw on the website when I looked at it, that really doesn't happen. It's not happening with all the other coins out there. Again, I'll point people to do their own homework. I don't know how many people like me and Anthony, but we're both more detailed. We're analysts. We're computer scientists. So we like to see data. But if you go to coinmarketcap.com, you'll see the data. You'll see the precedents already set. These are all the other coins that have already walked down the path that we're walking. We're following down that path with even additional value with the trading platform in the mall, with the gold enrichment of the value of our coin. So there's no reason why we won't be, on this list also with all these other public coins with good value.
It brings up a great point, Bob, because we also have a Lewis Hunter who's got his feel and his hands on the pulse of the financial world. So we're going to have a lot of advice everywhere. So it's really, really exciting. We have a question. Anthony, how are you going to be able to take the GCR coin, and monetize it? What do we do? How do we do that?
So once the coin becomes available to the public exchanges, they're usually paired with Bitcoins or some of the other major altcoins such as Litecoins and Dogecoin. So once we have at least like a BTC pairing, you'll be able to trade in for Bitcoins, which you can then sell on back on Coinbase. And then, if GCR gets big enough, then, eventually you will be paired with the fiat currencies like USD and Euro and Hong Kong and Chinese CNY, renminbi. So initially it will be Bitcoin.
Okay, so we're going to be pairing up with Bitcoin. Thank you.
So it sounds like you're just really one step.
Go ahead, Bob.
I would say it sounds like when we go live, we're really just one step from cash. We just step to Bitcoin and then Bitcoin to cash, if that's what we want to do.
Right, and again, there's two comments in here. I'm going to advise my team to take their initial only and then keep the rest. Everybody has a different plan, but we obviously all can't go in because we were the ones that were the first movers advantage, and it's really important that we have the level of commitment. And Bob and Michael and Robert's not here, but you guys, you've got to build up our confidence. You got to have the daily communications, and all these enhancements that you listen to from the Fab, from me, shows total commitment. I'm 190,000% in. I am going to finish some phone calls, do one more of these webinars with Sasser and Ruben, and I'm going out and I'm sponsoring. That's the bottom line. So it's really, really important. You've been asking, a lot of you, about the marketing system. I'd like to show you one of the videos, and then you could see what's going on with the marketing system. So here is one of the pages. It's called the landing page, everybody. This one's all about college and all about the young kids that are getting involved in cryptocurrency. And it's got a little 55-second video in it. Excuse me.
The debt size of a small company. Did you know that 60% of the students are borrowing annually to help cover costs? Not only the tuition, but living expenses. The scary part is, most students aren't trying to figure out how much they'll need, but are trying to just keep their head above water and pay for daily living costs. College students are having to take part-time jobs to pay for schooling and daily living costs. They don't have time to study and enjoy their youth. That's got to stop, right here, right now. It's time to come out of the dark. If you want to take control of your life so you can finish school and start living and working debt-free, put your information below. This is a presentation that is showing people how to register here. You're going to love this. See you on the inside.
that's the kind of level of work that Michael has done, and it's been incredible. So if you go to mycoinmarketing.com, you'll be able to join. And there is no affiliate link there because we've all selected to keep the money inside and to get traffic. Now, there's a lot of questions here, and I'm going to answer this question. They're all asking about any news on the ATM machine. Guys, here's the news. The kiosk program that Anthony has been acquired by GCR to build is going to start in the Philippines. That's along with whatever the ATMs and the kiosk are all one. Anthony is so committed to this that he is moving. I am moving to the Philippines March 1st. It will not, again, it's not an overnight process. You will not see anything about the ATM or the kiosk machines in print until the foot plan is all in place. And you know, everybody, all the owners have looked at it and approved it and worked with Anthony. Am I correct in that time span, Anthony and Bob? Somebody walked away, but
Yes.
yeah, so I am being moved. I am being moved to the Philippines. I hope you all feel bad for me. Take us with you. Then there's another question here about white paper. You'll receive white paper on all of it, guys. All of it. Everything is going to be backed up from this point forward. There's no more questions. You know what? The first 2 weeks in January are massive for the management team of GCR. They now have to gain our confidence back. I am the field. I am you. So I'm just his voiceless, and you know that I don't play, and I've got a big mouth. So we've asked, Fab has asked, everybody has asked, and we are totally where we need to be. I am convinced 190% that everyone that you've heard from today is committed 100% to bring this coin live January 29th. The only one that I need to hear from is the field now. You know, are you committed to bringing this coin live January 29th? All right, so that's really, really important. Now, as far as paying for the marketing system with GCR, we could not get there fast enough. So right now you can pay with it for Bitcoin. I don't know if the credit card is working or not, but you could pay with it with Bitcoin. And now that you have an e-wallet, it should be very easy for you to do. I think I've answered all questions. Bob and Michael, if you don't mind coming back. And then after that, I'll do a call to action. But I think me as a field representative of your company, I'm 100% satisfied. We've answered every question in the room. I believe that you're listening to us now.
Well, thank you, Linda. You've done a great job here. You know, as you recall, Linda, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago when you grabbed me by the collar and yanked me back into here. I had some big questions also that I wanted to ask, and you and Anthony really satisfied my questions. But I want to make sure, this may sound funny coming from an owner, but I want to make sure that, you know, the coin was real. I was hearing a lot of hype. I was hearing a lot of stuff there, and some of it was starting to concern me. So I wanted to know this coin is real because I'm not getting behind anything that are not real. I'm not a marketing person. I'm I'm an operations CTO, CFO guy. So I want to know it's real because my name's behind it also. But so I had to do some additional research in making sure that it really was legit, you know, for me to stand behind it now up front like I am. But I am convinced from doing my own research and from talking and working closely with Anthony. I like talking to Anthony because he's not a sales guy either. When I go buy stuff, I always want to talk to the engineer, not the salesman, because I want to find out what the real scoop is. So I did my research. I found out from Anthony. I said, you know, is this real? You know, don't tell me what your opinion is. Give me the facts. Why do you think this is real? Why do you think we're going live on this date? Why do you think we're going live in this price range? And Anthony, rather than sharing his opinion with me, he said, go look at this data. Look at this site. Look at these coins. So I did my homework. I'm convinced it's real. I knew that it could only happen if the company really gets its act together and does a great job of providing the foundation for that for the coin to be realized. But the product's got to be real also. So I want to make sure the product is real. I'm convinced now the product is real, and I'm fully dedicated making sure that we've got the business foundation, the business platform, so that you can realize your dreams with the coin. So Linda, thank you. Thank you very much for everything you're doing. You and I have been working close together now for at least a couple of weeks. I know we are heads down 24/7 getting to that January 29th date to make sure that we've got all the pieces in place, the infrastructure in place and the trading market in place. And the trading market's your baby, Linda.
I'm going to work with everybody that wants to work with me to do the marketing and get this polished, even supply sales letters. And right now, Dana's working on the fact that when somebody joins, they only get a one letter welcome. We're going to have 3 letters of welcome so we could drip on them. We've got a lot of plans going on, so it's very, very exciting. Michael, do you want to close? Do you have any?
Sure, Linda. Absolutely. You know, we mentioned a lot about, of course, you've brought a tremendous amount of support, ideas, and motivation, ideas, and just pushed all this, forward to us. It was the Fab that brought a lot of these ideas as well, but it was the Fab listening to the field that I talk to each and every day through Skype that come to me with these ideas. I'm constantly going to Bob saying, hey, we need to implement this, we need to put this in place. And it's constantly happening. So there's a lot of little things that have been put in place, such as even seeing your diamond team now on your dashboard. That was a suggestion made by one of our valuable members. And I can't thank each and every one of you enough for, again, giving us that feedback. And just know that we are implementing it daily, not just on these big enhancements, but there's been a lot of tiny little enhancements that you'll actually notice. So just like Bob had mentioned, I totally support this 100%. It was great to break it down with Anthony, break it down with Bob and Linda on the calls that we've done recently. And again, I want to thank Linda and Bob and the whole advisory team for stepping up over the holidays. I was actually able to get a little bit of a break to see some family, so thank you for allowing me to see the family and to step up and do that. And I'm back at home right now, so it's full force. Everything that I can do to make this happen, I am committed fully to it, and I cannot wait to see the GCR coin go live, and I can't wait to see the other enhancements that we're going to bring forth, into the future. To make 2015 our best year ever. And I know that the numbers will skyrocket as soon as everyone takes hold of these new promotions that we have just put into place for the field. So again, tremendously excited. Can't wait to see our future. We are going to be the leader in this industry. We were the first in many aspects to come out with our own coin, and I can't wait to see it actually become a reality. So thank you again, everybody that's on the call. Thank you for all the members that will be listening to this later on the recording. And thank you again, Anthony, Bob, and Linda for hosting the call today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anthony, I'm going to pull you out for a minute. I apologize, but I'm not going to let you go so fast. Anthony, I know the level of commitment you have to GCR, and it's become personal for you. Could you just, one more time, please, let us know, or let the field know, or let this this room know how much GCR means to you?
So GCR is, I built this from the ground up, and I've always dreamed about building my own cryptocurrency ever since. I've seen all the other altcoins. I wanted to actually take part in creating something that can provide value for people and as used as a means of exchange on the internet and out of the internet. So I wanted this is my project. This is my creation. So just being able to see it succeed is a very big thing for me. And hopefully that 2015 is that year.
I know it is for you. I've never worked with anyone that is so driven by legacy and by being good to people, and money doesn't do anything to you, nor do you care about it. So you're an incredible person to work with. Ladies and gentlemen, this has now come to an end. We are going to do another one in 30 minutes, starting in Spanish. From as far as I'm concerned, from the field aspect and representing all of you, and I treasure that. I believe that everything that you've heard today is fact. I believe that Bob, Michael, and Anthony, and Robert's just not here, have worked around the clock, and now we are ready to go. We are going live January 29th. We need all of you front and center. I will let you listen to this again. I'll get a recording as soon as I can so you can hear all the bits and pieces. But I believe that 2015 is our year, and I want to thank Bob from the bottom of my heart. He's been incredible. I mean, I have tormented this guy, but because I represent you, and he has been receptive to every single thing that we've done. So with that, I say good night. Congratulations to everybody that's in GCR, and let's keep it moving. We are about to become the biggest, the best, and the baddest in the land. So good night, everyone.